Rasmus Hojlund to Napoli, here we go. We've actually got another deal done. Now, that's 2 deals now done in the space of 48 hours for Manchester United. This is a big deal. We'll be going through what Fabrizio said, kind of talking about it and giving you my reaction to it and what's next for Manchester United. Obviously, we have that game in about 2 hours against Burnley. But listen, here we go. Manchester United have sold another player. I mean, it only took us to the 30th of August to sell 2 players, but this is a big deal and one that has needed to happen for a while. There was a bit of controversy that the deal might not happen, but it has developed and it's looking like that deal will now be complete. So, Rasmus Hojlund to Napoli, here we go. Verbal agreement done. Between all parties involved. Loan deal for €6 million. Fee, but with a buy option to become mandatory under certain conditions, worth €44 million. Hojlund said yes to Napoli days ago, and he's set for the medical in the next 24 hours. So that deal is done. Listen, €44 million is good. €6 million fee, so that means we get it'll probably be about 5 point something million pounds. Just say £45 million for 2 players in Garnacho and Hojlund. It's good million. Hopefully, we can use that maybe to get a keeper and a midfielder in the last few days of the window. In terms of Manchester United, what do I think is going to happen? Right now, I think what's going to happen with Manchester United, obviously Rasmus Hojlund is gone. He's set for the medical. I think it's a good move for him. In terms of that €44 million fee, I think that will only come into consideration if he scores the amount of goals or the amount of minutes that he gets. I've heard something to do with Champions League football as well. But yeah, I think it's a good move. He goes back to Italy, where again he did so well and got that move to Manchester United. It just didn't work out for him at United. He had one decent season and last season was just dreadful. Obviously, we've bought in Benjamin Sesko, who is now the striker Ruben Amorim is looking to develop. He's a decent player and decent striker. Manchester United obviously are in need. We're in need to sell some of the attacking players. We've got rid of Garnacho, got rid of got rid of Garnacho, got rid of Hojlund, got rid of Rashford. They're 3 big ones. Obviously, Rashford and Hojlund being on a loan basis, but again, it's still good. Get the wages off the books, get €6 million loan fee as well, which is pretty good. And yeah, hopefully now we can use that money to bring someone in. But I do wish Hojlund the best. I think, as I said, he was that sort of striker that we'd hope would come in and be at the club for the next 10-15 years. But again, I think he will. I think he will do a very, very good job in Italy. I think he will score goals. I think it's a good league for him. It suits his sort of quality. And yeah, it's sad because some of these players, he remained a total professional to the end, but he just wasn't good enough. And again, listen, we had to be ruthless. Again, we signed him for a lot of money. What was it, €85 million? But yeah, it's almost complete. Obviously, we haven't got that. I think we will get an official announcement soon, probably around the Rasmus Hojlund stuff. But ultimately, it makes a lot of sense for him to go. Again, the squad's looking better. We're saving money now on wages. And again, listen, the window, I think incomings were definitely important. Cunha and Burmo, Sesko, Diego Leon obviously come in. Hopefully, we get a goalkeeper and a midfielder. But for me, outgoings are equally important, and getting rid of Garnacho that we have for 40 million, getting Rashford on loan, saving a lot of money per week, getting rid of Hojlund to Napoli with a €6 million loan fee. It's good business by Manchester United, and yeah, I'm very, very excited to see how that goes. But I think it's going to be a big remaining few days of the window for United. Obviously, we have all of Sunday, all of Monday, and obviously the remainder of today to get some deals done. Could see something happen potentially with Kobbie Mainoo and his exit again. He's still insisting that he wants to leave United on loan, no permanent deal, but he wants to go out and get some minutes. Obviously, he wasn't selected for the last England squad that was just picked yesterday. Again, neither do I think he should. He hasn't played enough, but when players like Jordan Henderson are getting picked, it is a bit weird, but listen, it makes sense. Mainly wants to go to the World Cup for England. I think that makes a lot of sense. Ron Hojlund, listen, so here we go. It's a striker who, again, came in with a lot of prospect, and I hope the similar thing doesn't happen with Sesko. I hope Sesko is the striker that we have for the next 10 years, but Hojlund, again, he showed glimpses, just was never... I don't know if he got that development that he kind of needed under Ten Hag. And again, Amorim obviously didn't favour him in the team. It was clear that he wanted him to go. He got the low move. It's another player I think he'd do well out. In Italy, as I said, that's the league we did so well for Atalanta. And Napoli are flying. I mean, they just won the Scudetto. They've obviously brought in De Bruyne. Lukaku's out injured, so they're needing a striker. And they've got obviously McTominay there, so they've got Conte as well, who's a very, very good manager, and a manager that I think can get the best out of Rasmus Hojlund. So they are building a decent team. I think he will do well there, but it's another player that we needed to go. But it's crazy that we still haven't got rid of Malacia yet. If you look at the players that were in the reported bomb squad, Garnacho, Rashford, Sancho, Antony and Malacia. Two of them are gone in, Garnacho and Rashford. We still got Malacia, Antony and Sancho left, so see what happens with them. There's a lot of varying reports about Antony, about Man United accepting Real Betis' bid, but there's been no agreement on personal terms. Obviously he wants to go to Betis, but he's going to have to take a significant wage cut, so let's see what happens there. But the remainder of the transfer window is looking positive for United if you get rid of Sancho, which again is looking difficult. But again, there's still options for Turkey there as well if you get rid of Antony as well, and potentially Malacia, who's been linked, I believe, to Elche. So there'll be 3 more players gone. You save a lot of wages there, hopefully. And again, the next 48 hours, I'm looking for Manchester United to hopefully bring in a midfielder, hopefully to bring in a goalkeeper, and that would be a pretty good window, as well as getting rid of some players. But I think it'd be very difficult to get all of that done in 24 hours. I don't think United would do that. But again, what I think will happen, if I'm being realistic, I think Antony will go. I think Sancho will stay. I think Malacia will somehow stay. Maybe they get a move to Turkey and we bring in Lemons. That's it. I don't think we get a midfielder. David Ornstein said, I've seen some quotes saying that United are looking for a midfielder. Probably will be on a loan basis, but let's see what happens.